Yeah, so the theme is wrestling, Batman, and Gears of War.
Sure.
Yes,
It's the
I've taken
trifecta
over.
of Simon interests.
I tried to suggest Bloodborne, but he wouldn't let me.
No, not really that nonsense. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's not my episode, but we'll be all right.
I'm good at
Yeah,
one
you're
of those
getting no
things.
points. You're getting no
I've
points,
never
George.
played Gears of War.
Oh my gosh. I wouldn't exist as a human if I'd never played Gears of War.
Gears of War to Simon is One Piece to Dave.
That makes sense.
Wow.
So it's a good, it's a
That
good
makes sense.
comparison.
The greatest story ever told, Simon thinks. So.
Damn right. Damn right.
Welcome to the GLHF podcast.
Hello and welcome to Game and Fortune, the show where the game is utter nonsense and the prize for our winner is exposure. Game and Fortune is a shambles of a game show, but at least it is a distraction from the inevitable doom spiral of the universe. One day we will be but ash. But for now, we play. We play fast and we play hard. In this game, players compete against one another to prove their video game knowledge, risking their lives and reputations in the process. It is okay to bully the losers of this show, especially Ryan. Come with us as we spiral slowly into the abyss. I am your host, the reviled Dave Breens, and I'm here with the one and only Kirk McKeand, also known as the Wibbly Wobbly, the Krong Nut, and the Batshit Insane.
Thank you. Thank you.
Always good to see you.
Hearts and minds, Dave. Hearts and minds.
Thank you very much. And today we are joined by Ryan Woodrow.
Sorry, Dave, I think you introduced me wrong there. I think you meant to introduce me as the reigning, defending, undisputed Game and Fortune champion.
Fuck off, Ryan.
Oliver
You
Brandt.
Hi, Dave. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. George Young.
Oh yeah.
Hiya. And of course, we are joined by a very special guest, the prime bold in the room, unfortunately, Simon Miller. You might know Simon from WhatCulture Wrestling, Actual Wrestling, or as his time as a video game journalist on Video Gamer, back when it was a site people actually read.
There's not my words for the record. I didn't say that. And it's also questionable whether people read it then either. But I'll take it.
How's life been, Simon?
Yeah, good. Pretty nuts. I mean, genuinely, I think October was the craziest month of my life. But I feel very appreciative of that. And now, finally, I've got sleep. So I feel more like a human being again, which is very nice.
I'm glad to hear it, because you never do have much sleep, do you? Because you're up for the gym at like 1 a.m. or something.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I usually live off about sort of 5 hours a night. And then in October, I decided to live off like 2 hours a night. Don't do that. That's my number one recommendation for everybody. It's not worth it. And you actually feel yourself dying. Like you can feel it. You can feel it happening. So yeah, don't listen to this nonsense when you hear these billionaires going, "Oh, I only have 2 hours sleep." They don't. It's an absolute fabrication.
We've known each other for a while, and it feels like your life kind of gets weirder every year.
It does get weirder every year. But that's kind of like intentional too. Let's not pretend that I'm not heading for the weirdness. But no, yeah, it's true. When we kind of met, like I just used to talk a lot about this stuff and then I went and did it, which I guess is kind of cool. That's kind of a nice story for people. But yeah, I appreciate the madness. And if it stopped, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be really upset and bored. So hopefully,
Would you not just have some sleep? That's what
No, I wouldn't. What I would do is I'd sit here and throw a tantrum, going, "Where's the weirdness? I want more weirdness." So it's all. I am the bearer of my own demise. But that's also going to be the name of my new EP. I've decided, which doesn't exist. But yeah, the bearer of my own demise, coming out next year.
If you want someone to collab with you, Dave is a rapper, so.
Done. Perfect. There we go. Easy. Although we can't call you Dave. There's already a rapper called Dave, right?
No, it's called Breens.
Yeah,
Breens.
we call it Breens.
Perfect. There you go. Breens and Miller. It sounds like some interesting brand of
Yogurt.
tea. Yeah, or yogurt. Yeah. some kind of bioculture is going on here, but that's fine.
Yeah, for sure.
How's the wrestling going?
The wrestling is going far better than I ever expected it to go, to be completely honest. I recently got to do an American pay-per-view, which is way beyond my wildest dreams. And as I was telling someone the other day, I got to share a locker room with someone who is literally considered the best wrestler in the world. Like a guy called Will Ospreay. He's currently in New Japan and sort of the independent scene, but he's definitely going to be signing a massive contract with either WWE or AEW in 2024. And yeah, he was just sat right next to me. And I was like, "Hi, Will." And he was like, "Hi, Simon." And I was like, "You know my name. What What a crazy existence we live in. So I'm genuinely I'm very humbled by it all. And yeah, throughout the end of the year, I've got a load of more opportunities coming. So I don't know how I did this, but I'm pretty happy that it did go down.
That's fucking brilliant. Are you hitting your macros?
Oh, dude, my macros right now are ridiculous. So, like, since we last spoke, actually, now I've got a personal trainer, and we're trying to get me in super duper shape for something that's going on in 2024. So, hopefully, come next year, I'll also be in the best shape of my life. But also,
you're not doing a bodybuilding show, are you?
No way. Never doing that again. That's the worst thing ever. I just have something coming up where I want to look super jacked and ripped. So yeah, it's time to lean up. And I don't want to go too far down this path because it's boring. Everyone knows it's boring. But you cannot get super lean without help because you ruin your life and you need someone to keep G'ing you up. So yeah, that's the plan. More dumb stuff, 2024.
But you're not getting your rest and recovery. We already know that. Simon.
Well, my trainer yells at me about that all the time. They're like, Simon, you're like, because I just stick to it so rigidly. My trainer is like, Simon, you would be the best client I have, except for this one glaring hole where you refuse to get any rest, which actually makes you the worst client. But, what can you do?
How was it for the bodybuilding show, by the way? Like the dehydration process, was that fun?
Oh, no, it was awful. It was awful. And what nobody tells you is that in that week, because you are in what is called controlled starvation, you completely screw up your endocrine system. So your hormones are all over the place because that's what happens when your body thinks it's dying. That's what it does. It just starts flinging things at you to try and make you feel better. So I remember sat there on the couch on a Thursday. I just started crying. And I was like, oh, great. Awesome.
Was you playing Gears of War?
Yeah, probably. It's when Dom dies in Gears of War 3. Massive spoiler. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. Also, that's the greatest death in video games. I don't care what anybody says. Stand by it. So no, I mean, I may do one sort of way down the line, but I want to focus on wrestling first. And also, it's a miserable existence. It really is. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Have you had any time to play games between all this stuff lately?
I mean, not as much as I would like, but I still always find time to, I either wing it and go, hey, you should sponsor me to play this game and do it that way. Or, even if it's just sort of, a couple of hours here and there. Yeah, I think the coolest thing, because I used to work in games and now I don't anymore, the coolest thing is that games just feel fun again. And after a while, when you do work in games, it does lose that allure a little bit. And now it's back. So I just started playing Spider-Man 2. I played like 20 minutes. That doesn't count. But it's still there. It's loaded up and it's good to go. And I've got Call of Duty ready to go as well. I'm kind of upset about Call of Duty because apparently the single player isn't a single player. So that's like absolute crap. But, I as bad as I am at the multiplayer, I still like playing it with my friends and stuff because I'm that guy. And I did buy, what's it called now? FIFA, no, it's not called EA Mega Sports Football or whatever they call it. Yeah. I've got that because I buy. I'm just going to call it FIFA. I buy FIFA in 3-year cycles, and it was my 3rd year cycle. So I was like, all right, I get it, but I haven't played it yet. So
you haven't played it yet?
No, it's just there waiting.
And I guess one last question: why do you hate Dark Souls and Dark Souls players so much?
But I don't hate Dark Souls players. No. Well, I hate some of them. I hate the ones that used to get mad at me and send abusive messages. I tell you, because Dark Souls is a lie. It is a lie, right? It's just one big fabrication where it pretends, oh man, this is really clever. And, this is going to be so hard and it's going to kick your ass. When actually, if we go back to the original Dark Souls, what they did was they made an unfinished game and it glitched constantly. And to try and protect themselves, they said, oh no, it's intentional. It's meant to be that hard. And somehow that developed a massive community around it. And now it's sort of developed into this series that is never going to go away. And yes, there should be an easy option. That's right. I said it.
Oh no!
It should have an easy option, and it should have a quick save option, so you can just start where you die. I hate those games, but more power to you if you like them. But they suck.
And he hates you if you play them.
Absolutely,
Dave, you piece of dog shit. On with the show.
Okay. This week, we're kicking things off with 2 truths and a lie. Our special guest will tell us 2 truths and a lie, and the other 3 contestants must come to a consensus on which ones are the truths and which one is the lie. The contestants get 1 point each if they win, but Simon will get 3 points if he wins.
Did you notice I put the right name there this time?
I did. I actually looked it over first. I looked it over like yesterday. I was like,
Professional podcast.
Is there the right number of games at the end?
Yes, there is. I usually duplicate the script and like change things out, but I always forget a name here or there, and it's
Well,
not
that's
good.
just life, isn't it? That's just how life works.
Yeah. Okay, Simon, speak your truths, all 3 of them.
So I just say them all back to back, correct?
Just
Yeah.
reel them
Okay.
off.
All right, here we go. So, number 1, I once got stuck in a toilet urinal in France. Number 2, Stone Cold Steve Austin randomly called me once. And number 3, I got arrested for stealing my own car.
Okay, so now is the question part. So, when you say stuck in a urinal, what I'm picturing, and I hope it's not the case, but is that you're trying to do twosies in a urinal and your bum got stuck.
Well, I mean, kind of. I mean, sort of, but no. So essentially, when I was younger, we went to stay with what the hell? I think it was Mike and Alice. It was so long ago. I remember their kids was called Georgina and Victoria. We went to stay in their house that was in the south of France. They were mega rich. So it was this bizarre old house, like ye olde house in the middle of nowhere. And for some reason, it was like a normal toilet, but it had urinals in it. It was like, all right. And because I was young and because I was like, cool, I get to do whatever I want with a urinal in like in a private space, right? Because you could lock it was a normal toilet. You could lock the toilet. I went to sit in it because I thought I was a kid, right? I thought I wonder what happens if you sit in a urinal. It turns out don't sit in a urinal because it's not designed for the human buttocks. And yeah, I couldn't get back out of it. So I had to, scream, help, help. And my mum had to come in and pop me out the urinal, which is more than embarrassing, to say the least. Especially because then she had to go and tell her friends, you probably need to go and clean that urinal because it's got like, human. I didn't like, excrete in there. But yeah, it was not a good day, and I had to apologize profusely.
So you had a sit down wee in a urinal.
Essentially, that's what I did. Yeah, I just wanted to see what was going to happen.
A toozy, and he don't want to tell us.
Well, look, that could also be true in the sense that kids are very good at like leaving those memories behind and then reformulating them in their head. So maybe that is what I was trying to do. I don't know.
That story's everything I was hoping for and more.
I worked at sorry, to talk about twosies in a urinal. I worked at kindergarten, and little kids do that like a lot. They just don't.
That makes sense.
They're just like, oh, it's another toilet.
So tell us about this phone call with Stone Cold, and do impressions, please.
I'll do my best. I don't do the best Stone Cold Steve Austin impression. So look, I've been lucky throughout my life to always be involved with wrestling in some sense. Even when I worked in video games, there was wrestling video games. And as soon as PR realized, oh my gosh, this guy's obsessed with pro wrestling, they just started giving me stuff. So when I was working for X360 magazine and it was a WrestleMania weekend, I was told by the PR, it was probably THQ at the time, maybe it was 2K, but I'm pretty sure it was still THQ. And they rang me up and they said, look, do you want to have an interview with Stone Cold Steve Austin? I was like, obviously. And he's like, well, he's doing press for WrestleMania. So essentially what's going to happen at some point over the next week, he will phone you, or we will phone you from the car that he's in going from A to B. And I was like, okay, fine. I didn't hear anything else. No date, no nothing. And then my phone rings, like, I don't know, 24 hours, 40 hours later. And it's from an American number because it had the +1 or whatever it is. So I answered it thinking, oh, okay, cool. It will be the PR saying, here's the deal. No! I answered the phone. I kid you not. It just went, hey, kid, it's Steve Austin here on my phone. To the point I didn't know what to do, and I paused for about 10 seconds, and I just had a massive freak out. But when does that happen? Your phone doesn't ring, and you don't have arguably the greatest professional wrestler on the other end of the line. But that did happen, and I mean, it was probably, I don't remember it now, but I do remember thinking it was a terrible interview because I didn't have anything prepared. Madness.
I mean, for one, I believe that because something very similar has happened to me recently. Or has been set up with me recently. And but my favourite takeaway from that was that your Stone Cold Steve Austin impression sounds more like Vince McMahon.
Well, they were so intrinsically linked. maybe I've just smashed them together somewhere. It did sound like Vince McMahon.
What was the last one? Sorry, I've forgotten that now.
I got arrested for stealing my own car.
Well,
continue.
tell us that story, yeah.
Yes, continue.
So again, I've tweaked it a little bit, but it still technically counts. So once again, it was when I was a younger man, and me and my mum had gone to Luton Arndale Centre, which was the first Arndale in the UK, if you should you so care. And she said, "You go do your thing, I'll go do my thing, and I'll meet you back at the car." I was like, "Okay, cool, that sounds good." So I got back to the car early, so I was just sort of like hanging around by it for a good 10 minutes. When I can only assume somebody reported me as trying to break into this car. The police came. I told them this story. They did not believe me, and they put me in handcuffs and they walked me off into their car, ready to take me to the station. When thankfully my mother emerged and was like, "Can you please tell me why you're arresting my son?" And they were like, "Well, he's still in this car." And she was like, "My car?" And then you could obviously figure out what happened there. But yeah, I was being led away to a police car after trying to steal, technically my car, my mother's car, the Miller family wagon. That's what we'll call it.
How old were you?
Oh, probably like 13, 14. It was sort of at that age where, I probably could have gone to town by myself. But if I was going to go with my mum, I could go off and do my own thing. But at the same time, she needed to know where I was at all times.
Yeah,
Were
and
you bald back
14-year-olds
then?
look naturally shifty, don't they? So.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, I've always been
Yeah.
bald. I was born bald. Any pictures with me with hair are CGI. So, yeah.
Yeah,
just
I was
so you
going
know.
to say, if I saw a bald guy trying to get in the car, I'd be like,
I had a beard as well.
oh no.
How tall were you back then?
Well, I don't know. Not. I mean, I'm like almost 6'1" now. So when do you get your growth spurt when you're 16? I'm probably quite small. I don't know, like 5. I don't know how tall
I'm
kids
just
are.
I'm trying to ascertain how shifty you looked.
I was probably about
You know.
5'5", I would guess. I don't know how big a growth spurt is, but I was at that age, I was a regular 13, 14-year-old kid, a bit chubby. That was about it.
And he was holding a big bag with a $$ sign on it, George.
Yeah, and I had a crowbar. I was smashing the
I
windows
mean-
of the car.
I've taught like 13-year-old kids, and they're taller than me. They're like 6 foot odd.
Oh, I was not doing
Sometimes
that.
13-year-old boys are just men.
Okay, no, I didn't look like that. I hit sort of just over 6 foot when I was like 17, 18. So I guess I was a late bloomer.
Yeah, as soon as his testosterone hit his body, the hair just fucking
That's it.
slowed off.
And everything else kicked in. It's true. It's true.
I mean, I for one totally believe the Stone Cold story because it seems entirely plausible to me that some PR company was just super disorganized and didn't let the journalists know anything.
What? Does that happen?
I'm sure we can all attest to first-hand experience of that happening. But also, every time on this show where I've said that's a very believable story, it's been the lie. So I ask my teammates, what do you think?
The reigning
Well,
defending champ right there.
Shut
I'm
up.
also very bad at this game. I don't think I've got a single one. But my opinion was that is definitely true. Then it's that old chestnut of the last one didn't have as many details and the first one had loads of details. And sometimes the one with loads of details is the lie because they thought about it so hard beforehand. And also, that's just a funny story saying you did twosies in a urinal.
Yeah.
It's nice
Ollie,
to
well,
make
That isn't technically what he said. But...
No, this is
Yeah, I
this
think
story
you
has been
introduced that.
This has been hoisted upon him.
this story has been Daily Mailed. The Daily Mail has got this story and just added bits into it.
He was in France as well, so therefore he hates Britain.
Yeah. I was an immigrant in France.
Did a Brexit in the urinal.
God, Ollie, what do you
I
think?
want to hear from you.
I think the first one is a lie, not just because it was specific, but because it was specific with like names and details. And I think those are the things that you kind of forget earliest. Like I could understand, like if you remembered like somebody's name, right? That's fine. If you remembered the name of their kids, it just doesn't feel like I
Yeah, but
don't know the name.
the kids are the ones that you would remember the most if you were a kid yourself, right?
I don't know.
Also,
I have ADHD, so I don't remember shit. I don't remember the names of anyone I meet ever. I will leave this call
don't
and literally
either.
never remember Simon's name.
I went to a work party at Gamer Network once, and this woman came up to me. She's like, "Hey, Kirk." I was like, "Oh, hi, I'm Kirk. Nice to meet you." She's like, "Kirk, I've met you 4 times." I was,
It's my nightmare. That is, I hate it when that happens. I don't know how to react.
Nowadays, I just say, "Oh, good to see you."
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's
right?
what I do.
Yeah. Just pretend we've met
hiya.
everybody.
Yeah, also, one of the kids' names was Georgina, and that's my name. So that's like when you look around and you go, the name was Georgina.
And Greens.
So it's got a little touch of that.
I'm definitely leaning towards the first one being a lie as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Is that what we're saying then? Number 1's a lie.
Let's go
Yeah.
for it.
So my favorite thing about this is that you are correct, and number 1 is a lie. But the only part that is a lie about it is that I got stuck in the urinal. All the names are accurate, and they did have a urinal. I just didn't get stuck in it. That's the only bit. But I did very much enjoy the roller coaster that you went on. But no, it was Mike, it was Alice, it was Georgina, it was Victoria. I remember all of it. And for some reason, they had a urinal in their toilet. But no, I never.
And he had
And
a
he
shit in
did
it.
2Z's and just no issue.
Yeah, I just didn't get stuck. I wrecked that thing and left. Easy peasy.
All right.
Well done, though.
That's
that's good.
That's a point each for Ryan, George, and Oliver. Then, when Simon told me these outside the call, I said the wrestling one's a lie because it's too obvious. So I went down the same thought process as Ryan, but you got him.
Well done.
But
Good work, guys.
that same story has happened to us, I feel. Like almost exactly the same story. So
Everyone has a toilet story. Everyone's like, yeah, I was on the toilet once and I did some weird shit.
I do have a toilet story, and this one is legit.
Yeah,
so it was at that age where you're not allowed to lock the door, right? I don't know why. What were your parents thinking? Wait, you're going to fall in? I don't get it,
because
right?
kids can't unlock doors very well. They get stuck.
Maybe that's what it is. But
it's true.
The rule was don't lock the door. So I was doing a wee, and my mum thought it'd be well funny to open the door and go, huh, and scare the crap out of me to the point, and I was about 7, 8
Where
years
she scared the crap out of you.
Well, literally, yeah. But so, honestly, I had to wee around the side of a toilet for like 10 years because I was terrified about somebody coming in and making me jump. It took a decade for me to get over that. So my mum
gave you toilet PTSD.
Right, yeah, my mum isn't listening. If she ever does, but she knows this anyway. I've told her. Yeah, a decade of hell that was. So yeah, never mind.
Wow.
Excellent.
It caught you at your most vulnerable moment. That was like
My most
pure,
vulnerable.
like, it was like you the predator was approaching you and you were the prey. That
Everything
and that's
instinctual.
why he does 2s facing forward and then you're right.
See, that's what it's all about.
This week's theme is wrestling, Batman, and Gears of War. Less of a theme and more of a collection of things we associate with Simon Miller. And next up, we've got Buzzword, our quick-fire quiz. In this round, the judge reads out questions, and the contestants have to buzz in to answer them. Correct answers get 1 point, and the other contestants can buzz in if the person before them gets a question wrong. Unfortunately, the judge has spent the budget we had aside for buzzers on court fees. So each contestant will need to select a word to represent their buzzer. Wait, court fees? What did you go to court for?
Oh,
Wait.
assault and GBH.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, it's
For doing
Lincoln.
2Z's
It's
in a
Lincoln.
public urinal.
Yeah, just some problems down the ends, you know.
Yeah. The 2s in a public urinal is certainly some sort of assault. Right. Ryan, what is your buzzword?
Well, it's something that's appropriate to wrestling and appropriate to me. Champ.
Chump.
Jesus fucking
Hey,
He saw that low-hanging fruit and he plucked it from the tree.
If
Sorry,
you
carry
didn't
on.
want to get it plucked, don't hang it so low. Right, George, what you got for me?
Well, you're not going to hear my buzzword after this, so please enjoy it this one time because I know nothing about any of this. But the only wrestling I know is the homoerotic wrestling of Kazuma Kiryu, so I have chosen Moi. Like that.
Homoerotic?
Oh, God. If you don't think Yakuza's homoerotic, then you've not been playing
No,
it.
I heard Homer like The Simpsons.
That must be a name of a Simpsons episode.
It's got to be, right? There's too many of them for it to not be. Right, Ollie, come on, hit me with your buzzword.
Yeah, I'm going with my tradition of doing things that are in front of me on my desk. So I'm going to go puffed after the Stay Puffed Man, which I have a mug of.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, excellent. Stay puffed. And Simon, I'm sure we've given you enough time to think about it now.
Well, I'm just going to go with bald, aren't I? Let's become a theme.
Bald.
I just shout out bald. You know,
Yeah,
why not?
Yeah. And I'll be like, excuse me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I'll be like, what?
Yeah.
How dare me?
Edit. Yeah, our ears perk up like we're trying to have a private moment in the toilet. Right.
Why toilets all the time?
It's the theme of the show.
Should have been the
Bald
theme
and
of the
toilets.
show.
Doing Twosies
Oh, no.
in the urinal.
Twosies in the urinal with Simon Miller. That's the
Finally.
episode title.
There we go.
Oh,
I've
it
arrived.
is. Yeah, it is. Okay, Kirk, take the questions away.
Okay, are you ready? I don't care if you're not, but let's go. Okay, Jonathan Banks, who plays Mike Ehrmantraut in Breaking Bad, voices which character in Batman Arkham Knight?
Oh, man,
Jam.
good question.
Ryan?
Scarecrow.
No.
Complete guess.
Bald.
Simon?
Moi.
I don't think he's in Arkham Knight. Mr. Freeze. Is he? I think he's in Arkham Knight. Is he?
It's not. It's not Mr. Freeze. No. Sorry.
George?
We're, like, I've not played it. Who knows? Robin.
Just buzz in. You got buzz.
I
Did she,
did.
no, she did. She buzzed.
Oh,
did buzz.
did you say Robin?
No, she said
Robin,
Moi.
no, Robin.
You think Mike Ehrmantraut plays Robin?
I don't know who that is. I don't know what Batman is. I don't watch TV.
I
You
don't
know,
even
it's a
exist.
person. It's a Batman person. I named
Mike
a Batman
Ehrmantraut
person.
plays like a fucking 70-year-old hitman in Breaking Bad.
Oh, he's got a weird face.
Yes.
Yeah, I know him.
Thanks for the input,
Oh,
George.
George,
Oliver,
you're
do you want-
great.
do you-
He's from the memes.
Yeah, he is.
He is from the memes. There's a really fucking. Is that a red arrow? What the fuck?
Kirk's had a fucking airdrop.
Ollie.
Can you hear that? That's really loud. In
Yeah.
my,
It's okay. Ollie, what have you got for us?
I don't know, fucking Alfred.
You know what? You were on the right line. You're on the right line.
it was Jim Gordon.
that
Of
makes
course
sense.
it is. Of course
Yeah.
it is.
Poor George. I'm so sorry.
That
Oh
has
my
not helped
fucking
me in
god!
the
I can't
slightest.
believe this. Do
What?
you know what that is?
Point the webcam outside so we can see.
It's a fucking wood chipper right outside the window. They've got like trees, and they're fucking chipping wood. I don't know if you can see this. Like,
Yeah,
can you see
yeah,
that?
Just about, yeah.
Just a bloke.
They've got
Can see
loads
the
of
employee.
trees.
Yeah.
They're literally chipping. What the fuck? How many hours are there in a day on Gears of War's planet Sarah?
Oh my gosh, Kurt. Where did you get these questions?
Champ.
Ryan?
36.
Moi.
George.
I can do this because it's just a number. 48.
I liked it, but no.
Bald.
Go on,
I
Simon.
think it's a trick question. 24.
Oh.
Ah.
Come on,
Yeah,
Ollie.
I mean,
Just
Puffed.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like 10.
Okay.
The answer is 26.
See, damn it.
Obviously 26.
Oh my fucking god.
Just open your window and yell at them, Kirk. Just yell at them.
Shut the fuck up!
It's our podcast.
Did you open the window?
I think they're done. He's got like one
Okay.
more stick. Oh no, he's sweeping more stick.
Let me pull my jumper off. I'm sweating. I can't do all this. I can't fucking.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about this, Simon.
I need a clip of Kirk's devastated. Oh no, he's sweeping more sticks.
I like to think he's chipping more than sticks as well. Do you
It's
really
like
need to chip up
it's a
sticks?
whole bush, man. It's a whole bush.
It'll be all right. It'll be all right.
He's literally on the debris now. He's on the debris. That's all chipped already. It's fucking tiny. It's already chipped.
Simon, it's usually like this.
Of course it is. I expect nothing less.
Which Greek god was the planet Sarah in Gears of War named after?
Moi.
Yeah?
Seraphim.
Fucking
I like the
no.
vibe. No.
It's called Sarah, so it's
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah, it's something to do
Champ.
with the name. Yeah.
Terra.
No.
I feel like everyone's so
Oh.
close. Go on, Ollie.
Think about the name,
Is it-
Sarah.
I don't know. Is it Hera? It's close
No.
enough. It rhymes.
Yeah,
It does not rhyme with the name.
Sarah, I can't even think of even a guess. I have no idea. Genuinely, I have no idea.
It's Ares backwards.
Oh, man. Of course.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
jeez.
Fair enough.
The
It's
god of
not-
war, because it's a planet embroiled in constant war.
Look at that. Go
because
deep
the
it is.
See
gears
what
keep
it did
turning.
there?
Look how
The
deep
gears
it
of
is,
war
man.
keep turning.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
This
see,
is what-
It's got layers.
Ares is the god of gears. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
This
like
is
an
the
onion.
thing is that Kirk always makes the questions too hard, and then he's like, "Why aren't you getting them?" The
thing is,
week
right,
after
I like
week,
it.
no one gets them.
The reason you're not getting them is because you're being too thick, right? And
Accurate. Can't argue with that.
and also, like, the guests are learning things. Now they know Sarah's got
Yeah,
26 hours in the day. They know Mike Ehrmantraut isn't Robin.
We've learned so much.
Okay. It took one of the developers on Arkham Asylum 2 years to design which part of Batman himself?
Bald.
I feel like that was a bold.
Okay.
The cowl, surely. The cowl.
Cowl.
Yeah, the cowl, the mask, whatever you want to call it.
No, I'm
Oh, for
sorry.
goodness sake.
Champ.
Yeah.
His abs.
No.
Oui.
I wish it was, though.
Go on,
George?
I mean, the funny answer I was going to give is the arse, but I think just the suit in general. The suit would have taken ages.
No.
All right. I mean, I'm gonna say the cape because it
Where's
seems
your
like
buzz?
Do
Well,
it.
I'm the last person. Why do I need to buzz in?
Do the buzz.
Oh, fine. Fucking puffed. All right.
There
It's
you
the
go.
cape.
It's the cape. It is the cape. Thank you.
Aren't you glad you buzzed
Are
in?
you
If you said
fucking
it before
serious?
you buzzed, you would.
He's got a leaf blower! He's using a leaf blower now! This is like fucking Father Ted sketch or something. What the fuck? Which year did 2K decide not to release a new Sim-style WWE game?
Champ.
Oui.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Ryan?
2020.
Ryan gets the point.
Good
I
work.
nearly
I
fucked
actually-
up. I nearly said 2021, but no. It was...
I actually knew that. That was when I knew.
See,
because
George,
I
you would
wrote-
have got
see?
points.
I
Be
wrote
quicker.
think that Ryan did. I knew that.
See, you're learning stuff from work as well. This is what we do. We
I-
teach.
I nearly fucked because my brain went, oh, it was 2K21 that didn't come out, but then I was
Yeah, I
like, no,
always did the
that means
same,
it was 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Which wrestler has been cover star on the most video games?
Moi.
George?
It's John Cena, isn't it?
It's not.
Champ.
Ooh.
Ryan?
Triple H.
Nope.
Oh, it must be. Okay.
Bald.
Go on, Bold.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Fucking no.
No.
Jesus Christ.
I think I know who it is, but
Ollie?
it's a
Give
real
it a buzz.
famous one, Ollie.
Yeah, I know who
One
he
of
is.
the
Pick a wrestler.
Yeah, it's a
And
real
most
fail. I
storied
know one
careers.
wrestler and it's real
Pick the
wrestling. And
biggest
it's
celebrity
100%
in the
not
world,
her.
I think.
Are you saying
Can
it's
I
not
have a
Ric Flair?
second guess?
No.
No!
I want to say
No,
The Rock.
Give George a second guess, but don't give her points.
I want to
The
say
Rock.
The Rock.
It's not.
No.
that.
Well, you'd have been wrong now as well, so.
No, I got nothing.
Ryan, what about your
Hulk
second guess
Hogan?
since you see my ego?
I think it's The Undertaker, but
It is.
It is. It is The Undertaker.
Longevity, right?
I-
Longevity.
Ryan.
61 games, apparently.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
probably
61.
true. Yeah.
That's too many wrestling games.
He was on the cover of the one on the Game Boy Advance where it wasn't even a wrestling game and you had to save Stephanie McMahon. It was really bad.
Okay. I love that you've played that, though.
I have played. I finished it. I completed it.
I finished.
Yeah.
I assumed
Okay.
it was going to be like someone that transcends genre.
Yeah. I
But
thought
no,
that,
it's
yeah.
just wrestling
Yeah.
games. It's just 60 wrestling games.
61. All right. Marcus Phoenix's surname and the Mad World trailer, the famous one, were inspired by which part of developer Cliffy B. Blazinski's personal life?
Oh my gosh, I've had this conversation with him. I can't remember what it is.
You
That
you
was
had
just
this
word
conversation with
salad.
Cliffy B.
When I
That
interviewed
was
him,
just
we
weird
talked
salad.
about all
Got
this.
nothing from that.
Marcus Phoenix's surname, Phoenix, and the Mad World trailer were inspired by which part of Cliffy B's personal life?
What's Mad World?
It was the
Mad
song.
World
The song was on the
trailer.
first Gears of War trailer.
Yeah.
It was actually quite iconic in the actual.
What
sense of the
sold
word
the
at
game, I
time.
would say. It got a lot more people
Yeah,
interested. Yeah.
it really did.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
Arguably,
a childhood pet. I can't remember though.
No.
Ah.
Anyone?
Puffed.
Go on,
Yeah.
Ollie.
I don't know, his birth.
You are on the right track.
I love it.
Ollie, you're on the right track. You gotta think, what three big
Champ.
things do tech bros go through? Ryan?
Champ. The birth of his kid.
No, that's not one. That's not something.
No more clues. No more clues, Dave.
I mean,
Just
George
think
is the only
tech-
one with the guess.
Think tech bro, George. Think tech bro. What do all tech bros go through?
Moi.
Go on, George.
Investing in his first stock.
That was the worst possible answer you could have given.
I also thought it was the funniest, though, Ryan. That's
No,
what I'm
No,
saying.
the funniest is the real
is the
answer.
real answer, which is divorce.
Oh,
okay.
of course, yeah.
Okay, this one's fucking easy. Someone's got this. Which wrestler really, really wants to play Marcus Phoenix in a Gears of War movie?
Bald.
Champ.
Moi.
That was Simon.
Yeah.
See, it could actually be. I mean, Dave Batista.
Yes.
Yeah, thank goodness.
That's what I was going to say. I actually knew that one because he's a nice
We
man.
don't know
and
your life
does-
story, George.
I'm talking
a
about
nice
Dave
man.
Batista's life story. He's in lots of films now. He said he's not handsome enough to be the main character, but I think he's a very handsy lad and his mum's a lesbian.
It's true.
His head's a bit fucked up from all the slicing
But
it with
do you know-
razor blades, isn't it?
Do you know what's nuts about that, right? We've all seen Batista. He looks like Dom. Doesn't look like Marcus Phoenix. He should be cast as Dom. And John Cena
Yeah.
should be bared. And just because of the way the world works, The Rock will be Marcus Phoenix. Because that's what Hollywood does. That's what Hollywood does.
To be fair, Batista's the best actor out of the three. of
He
them.
is the best actor. He's a
Yeah.
proper actor, isn't he? I'd say the other two
Yeah.
are more... what's the word? Not celebrities. Whatever, you know what
Comic
I mean?
relief
Yeah,
kind of
they're more like
characters.
superstars, whereas
Yeah.
Batista's a proper actor,
Yeah, agreed.
I can't believe that was only one round. Oh, it was two. It was two.
We'll be quicker.
take
We'll be
all-
quicker now. We'll be
The
quicker.
leaf
was a
blower
second.
has ended now, so we're good.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
on
and
track.
it's only Tuesday, team. And with that in mind, I would like to ask Kirk what the scores are.
So George and Simon are tied last with 1 point each. Ryan and Oliver are tied first with 2 points each. So
Okay, still in it.
it's all to win for. You're
Yeah,
still in it.
Next up is a round of That Motherfucker Back There Is Not Real. The judge will give you a series of character names from either Batman, wrestling, or Gears of War, and you have to buzz in to say which motherfucker is made up.
So you'll get 4 points if you buzz in and get it straight away, but points are deducted each time someone rules one character out, okay? So here are some motherfuckers who are not real, probably. First up, we've got Batman villains. Here are the 4 motherfuckers. Ten-Eyed Man, Kite Man, Wolfman, and Zebra Man. Which
Jam.
motherfucker is not real? Yes, Ryan.
Kite Man.
Kite Man is real.
Yeah,
Bold.
I know him. Moi.
Yeah, George buzzed at the same time as Ryan. I'm sorry.
That's
Simon.
all right. That's all right.
Which motherfucker?
Wolfman.
Wolfman is not real.
Yeah, it
George gets
seemed
3
too-
points.
It seemed too normal for Batman.
Is that
No,
who you were
no,
going to
that-
go for, Simon?
It was, yeah. It was. Never
Don't
I
mind.
fucking
knew
lie.
Kite Man. That's a funny one.
Okay, here are 4 other motherfuckers from Batman who might be real. Crazy Quilt, Sniffy McGee, Egghead, and Penny Plunderer.
Bald.
Champ.
Moi.
That was a bold.
Sniffy McGee's not real.
He's not
I was
real.
gonna say, I've read a lot of comics. I don't remember no Sniffy McGee.
That's a very Kirk thing to say as well.
Yeah, that's it. It's knowledge of Kirk and what he thinks is
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Do you know Crazy Quilt?
Yeah, I remember Crazy Quilt. Yeah.
Do you actually?
Yeah. It's when
And
Batman
Penny
went.
Plunderer?
Yeah. It's when Batman went off the rails. I remember it very, very well. Yeah.
Okay. So next up, we've got WWE wrestlers who might be motherfuckers who are real and might be motherfuckers who aren't real. First up, we've got Luther Reigns, then we've got Cherry, Lance Goodman, and Eric Escobar.
Champ.
Moi.
Right?
Lance Goodman.
Correct. That
I was
motherfucker is
going to
not
say
real.
that. I actually know some of these.
Well done, George.
Answer them. Okay. Buzz in earlier then. What?
I'm buzzing. I think I'm lagging.
This is
Okay.
Ryan's
sad.
revenge when he was lagging the other week.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Outback Jack, Rod Rogerson, Waylon Mercy, and Saba Simba.
Champ.
Muy.
Ryan,
The first one.
Yeah, it's the first one.
which was what?
I can't remember what you said.
Outback Jack.
Yeah.
He's real.
What are the, can you go through them again?
I'll go through the ones that have been
No, George
not eliminated.
George is in.
Oh, go on then, George.
It was the third one.
What? Waylon Mercy?
Yeah. Oh no, that's real. Ryan saying, but that's
Oh,
right.
no.
Stop shaking your head, Ryan. Okay, I'll
That's
give you the
fine. That's my answer.
Yeah, I'll give you the two that are left then. Rod Rogerson and Saba Simba.
Bald. The first one, Rod Rogerson.
Yeah.
That's correct. That motherfucker's not real.
Simba's real, yeah.
Gears of War now. Richard Prescott, Don Schmidt, Dizzy Warlin, and Ezra Loomis.
Champ.
Puffed.
Ryan
Ezra Loomis.
is real. Ollie,
The second one.
what? Don Schmidt?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not real.
I think it was real, yeah.
Okay, last one in that motherfucker is not real round. So we've got General Blisk, General Ram, General Khan, and Myra.
Champ.
Ryan
General Khan.
is real.
Yeah.
Muy.
George,
We'll go Ram then.
he's also real.
What are the other two?
General Blisk and Myra.
Bald. Yeah, General. The first. The General dude.
Blisk,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah,
he's not
real.
real.
Yeah, no way.
Nice.
My strategy for that round was just buzz in and guess, and either I get 4 points or the next person gets less points.
That's a good tactic.
Yeah. All right, Kirk, add up those scores. Tell us if Ryan's strategy actually helped him out.
It did not.
No.
So George,
Only got one right.
George is at the back with 4 points. Then we've got Oliver with 5, Ryan with 6, and Simon's in the lead with 9 points.
Yes.
There we go. There we go.
He's back in the game just like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully he'll stay in the lead so we can deal with a no longer reigning defending champ Ryan at the end of this show.
Oh yeah, please kill Ryan for fuck's sake.
Done.
Yeah.
I'll win and I'll
Ryan,
kill him.
Simon, Ryan's a prick, right?
I would never say such a thing.
I told you to be mean to him.
You did. That is true. He did tell me to be rude to her. It's
He's
true.
been looking in that eyes of that picture of him and Ryan when he was a babby, and he's like, I
Won
can't
me
hurt
over.
that boy, that child's
Yeah, exactly.
love for me.
That may have been the catalyst for all the good things that happened. I can't possibly.
Well,
risk
look,
it.
I'm glad we found at least one person who respects the champ. I mean, come on.
Oh my God, here we
Now,
go.
This is why no one likes him, Simon.
A bit less now. I mean, it's gone down a little bit.
All right. I'm sure you can maybe come out on top if you're really good in the next round, which is ticking tag. Each of you has 1 minute to choose a video game character and explain why you'd like to team up with them in a situation chosen by the judge.
This week, to continue our very loose theme, I want you to give me a video game character who you'd tag in if you were in a tag match. It's a little ding in my cup there for you at the end of that.
Yeah. Actually, it fit. It worked.
Simon, I'm going to make you go first because you're in the lead.
That's fine.
So
That's not a
you
problem.
get the disadvantage there. So you want to give me a video game character and argue your case starting now?
Yeah, so absolutely. I'm going to stick to the theme of the show and I'm going to pick Marcus Phoenix. And the reason you want to do that is in professional wrestling, when you do tag in your tag team partner towards the end of the match, you get the hot tag. And it would be me that's in peril. It'd be me that's getting my ass whipped, meaning that I would hot tag in Marcus Phoenix. And who the hell is going to be able to stop Marcus Phoenix? I'm pretty sure if you go into his statistics, he's meant to be 6'4" and weigh like 250 pounds of hard, solid muscle. And again, if you watch WWE over the last, 50, 60 years, what does Vince McMahon and Triple H like the most? Big men who slap man mean. So Marcus Phoenix is going to get in there. He's going to absolutely run through whoever the competition is, because nobody would be bigger, nobody would be more jacked, and without wanting to ruin the magic of professional wrestling, it is predetermined, meaning in the back, when we scribble stuff down on a piece of paper, we're going to go, oh my gosh, Marcus is the most muscular guy we have. He has to get the win. So even though he covers the opponent for the 1, 2, 3, given that we are in a tag team situation, I still get the win as well, which means my wrestling career develops, and I'm also best friends with the best character in all of professional gaming, which of course is Marcus Phoenix.
That was 1 minute and 2 seconds.
Damn
but
it.
I'll let it slide.
If it was me, you wouldn't let that slide.
No. it's
Yeah,
true.
but the thing is, Simon's likable, so.
Yes, it worked.
All right, Ryan, you're up next.
Well, the thing is Simon's wrong, you see, because there is a video game character that's more muscly that Vince McMahon and Triple H would book to win over anyone else. That's Zangief from Street Fighter. That dude's got muscles for days, and you're looking at someone that Vince McMahon is going to look at and immediately cream his jeans. It's Zangief. I mean, come on. If that guy was around, it wouldn't be the Hulk Hogan era. It'd be the Zangief era. And I mean, he'd wreck fools anyway, because he's got all sorts of crazy moves in the Street Fighter. They could do all things, so the fans would love him as well, because he's a big guy who can do loads of crazy moves and flips and stuff. Zangief would dethrone Roman Reigns as world champion, is what I'm saying, and he'd clearly be the favourite if I were to tag him in.
What nationality is Zangief?
That's the point.
I have no idea.
He's Russian. And
Yeah, I think
Vince
bad time for that,
McMahon,
innit?
Vince McMahon in the 80s would never ever push a Russian.
Yeah,
Man is a xenophobic
He's the Red
racist.
Scare. He's the Red Scare. He comes in.
But what's one of the most overused tropes in professional wrestling? It's the foreign heel who wins the world title, so someone has to come and conquer them. You know, they did it with Sergeant Slaughter. He turned Iraqi for some reason. You know, I think a Russian is actually
That
perfect.
did happen.
I'm actually with Ryan on this. He would go from the Red Cyclone to the Red Scare, and that would be the whole fucking pitch. That's all you
But
need.
you know who would pin him though? Marcus Phoenix. Let's move on.
No.
The real American hero, Marcus Phoenix. Yeah. All right, Oliver, what's your argument?
So I know absolutely nothing about wrestling, but I do know something about anthropomorphic rats, and that's why I'm picking Remy from the movie and video game Ratatouille, 2007. She had the tie-in game from THQ, simply because he can just hop on the other dude's head and then control him, walk him right out of the ring. It's over, right?
That's not an entertaining wrestling match, Ollie.
I mean, it's not what's going to be the most entertaining though. It's how am I going to win, right? And I'm going to win with the rat. I don't know. It's just the rat. Look, I didn't have any time to prepare this beforehand. I was like, I don't even know what that fucking rat's name is. I just fucking googled it on my other screen. So yeah, Remy from Ratatouille.
I'm honestly pretty convinced.
To be fair, a wrestling crowd would absolutely pop for that. They would.
Yeah,
would.
yeah,
It's
100%.
A wrestling crowd would pop for a man dressed as a banana, to be fair, though. So.
Also true.
As long as they peeled him.
The sillier it
Yeah,
is, the
that's
more
true.
likely they are to pop for it.
Yeah. All right, George, let's hear your argument then.
Okay, so I mean, I've already talked about Kazuma Kivu. I mean, you know, he's great and all that, but again, you want them to pop, right? As they were just saying. So I'm going to go for Onamichi-kun, right? Everyone loves Onamichi-kun. If there's ever a chance to put that tangerine on your head, everyone's going to do it. It can be a little bit of a masked singer vibe, right? Because you can have anyone under there. You can have the very overpowered Eddie Gordo from Tekken 3, who has a stun combo that no one else can get out of. And then just pop the Onamichi-kun head on him. Onamichi-kun, he's everywhere. They've continued him throughout the series despite only being in one game. And, you know, people in the Yakuza series get shot in the head, get stabbed in the stomach. Just, you know, brush it off. You'll be fine. Put a little dressing on, put a bit of makeup on, you're good to go. So, you know, Yakuza Unstoppable, Onamichi-kun has an orange on his head. It's the perfect combination.
Does anyone know what George is on about?
Yes.
Yes, unfortunately. I do. It's a good answer.
I liked it. Yeah.
I just saw Dave.
Onamichi-kun before you give your points. Thank you.
Is it the mascot thing?
Yeah, with an orange on his
Oh
head.
yeah, it's a
mascot.
mascot
Yeah,
with an
yeah.
orange.
Yeah, and it's in that place in the Yakuza 6 where you go to and you're carrying a baby.
It's yes, it is in that bit. in the
That's
Yakuza
exactly it, yeah.
Yeah. See, I know what I'm on about. Dave, I saw Dave's ears perk up when you said no one can get out of that Eddie Gordo stun combo. Dave's
Oh,
fucking,
yeah.
I fucking can. I can get out of any button Eddie's stun combo.
You press right X and then circle. You can't get out, mate. I've tried it many times.
I can get out. I just grab you.
Oh, low parry.
You can't grab.
Is he low parry?
Not low parry.
Oh, low parry. Okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Fucked it.
Yeah, but he's like actually good. You can beat the whole game easy, though. You can beat the whole game on the hardest difficulty just
No,
doing that,
couldn't.
though.
No, fucking
You
couldn't.
can't win a tournament like that though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Not
saying.
not real people. God.
But you said you can't get out of the stun combo. She's like,
The
I mean,
point was
AI
it-
can't get out of it.
It wasn't about Eddie Gordo anyway. That was just a quip
Yeah,
to show I
it
know.
was
Oh,
about
yeah, I know.
fighting
Onamichi.
games.
Yeah, but it's ruined my whole perception. of the
Onamichi
answer,
would
so-
low parry is what she's trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to give Ryan top marks on this one for the Red Scare. And then I'm going to give Simon second place, followed by that fucking mascot thing. And then Oliver.
I kind of feel like Remy got robbed. I think
Remy got robbed.
Justice for Remy.
As soon as Ollie said all anthropomorphic rats, I was all in.
There'll be a campaign online. Don't worry.
Fan of the show, Michael Mouse, making a comeback. We love it.
No, Michael Mouse is banned. He's banned.
We're not talking about Mickey Mouse's sexual energy again.
No, he's a capitalist anyway, so, they don't have sexual energy. On to the next round. We're playing Rate Your Stars Right for our final round this week. The judge will choose 18 games, and you have to guess whether or not the next game in the sequence has a higher or lower Metacritic score.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know, right? You get 1 point for each game guessed correctly that's passed on to the next player when you get one wrong. Why is the order of the contestants are going in, Kirk?
Well, it's a bit difficult this week because we've got 2 tied for lowest and 2 tied for the top. So I'm going to give George the advantage because George hasn't known any of the answers to the others. So George will go first, followed by Oliver, and then Simon because he's our guest, and then Ryan because fuck Ryan.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I knew David Batista, famous, handsome wrestler actor.
Honestly,
thanks for the input.
He's arguably a better actor than he was a wrestler, so
Yeah. Okay. All right.
See, Simon hates Ryan now.
Oh yeah. No, you insult Dave Batista, you insult my livelihood. So yeah, we're done.
George, we'll start with Gears of War 2, which has a Metacritic score of 93.
Damn right.
That's 9-3.
That is a tragedy already.
It's the greatest game ever made.
There, George.
The greatest game ever made, Gears of War 2.
Now, is Batman Arkham City higher or lower than Gears of War 2?
It's going to be lower and it's going to be sad.
Is that your guess?
It's not lower.
It's
That is
higher.
a guess because
It's
I'm taking
definitely
it.
higher, yeah.
No, it was my guess.
Yeah,
Well,
it
at
was.
least that's some justice.
Arkham City is like 97 or something, isn't it?
No, I'm not allowed to say.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
okay.
telling you the
Because
scores of constant
it gives
games.
you a clue.
That's
as
very
the next
true.
one.
That's very true.
Yeah, I almost slipped up there. Fucking hell, Simon.
Sorry.
He's good, isn't he? He's good.
We'll keep working at him.
Okay, Oliver, you're next. Oliver. Batman Arkham City. Is Gears of War 2 higher or lower?
You said 2.
Lower.
Yeah, we started with Gears of War 2.
We started with
Fuck.
Gears of War 2.
Is Gears of War 1, by the way, it's 17 games. Is Gears of War 1... Fuck, no, I can't do that. Okay, is Gears of War 3 higher or lower than Batman Arkham City?
Lower. Sure.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Is Gears of War 4 higher or lower than Gears of War 3?
Lower.
Yep.
You're going to go back to Gears of War 1 now.
Clean
No.
sweep.
Oh, what?
No. I'll have to find a better place to throw it in. Is Batman Arkham Origins higher or lower than Gears of War 4?
Oh, it's got to be higher.
Is it, Fork, Oliver?
Yeah, I don't know why you'd assume that.
Yeah, Origins is the bad one, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, Origins is like the
Origins is
fan favorite.
good, but yeah, it's,
What?
it's
Oh,
not,
this
it's
is
not as good
this
as the
is
others.
Ollie's
Origins
hot
is
takes.
no one's fan
Once more.
favourite.
We don't get to feature them so much. but Ollie
Origins
has-
secretly has the best boss battles, and that's about it.
People are
That's it.
always furious that Origins isn't included in
Yeah,
collections.
but people are
or
Yeah,
reviews.
fucking
because they're
idiots, mate.
gamers.
So
Yeah, but
don't
that's what
worry
I'm
about
saying.
it.
It's a fan favorite. It might not be good, but it's a fan favorite.
No, it's not a fan favorite because if
It
it
is.
was in the
Critics.
collection, they wouldn't play it.
It's not user scores.
If it
Yeah,
were in
yeah.
the collection, it wouldn't play it. They're mad that it's
Simon,
not
do
there.
you like Batman Arkham Origins?
I think it's not as good as the other ones. So yeah, I like it, but it's not. I do see it outside of the trilogy. Yeah, I do.
yeah, same. I
Okay.
mean, it hasn't even got Mark Hamill in it.
No, what's the point?
Oh my god.
Fucking Troy Baker's Joker.
Oh
What's the
my
point of
god.
that? Okay, Simon,
Right.
we're on Batman Arkham Origins.
Right.
Is Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes higher or lower?
Whoa, that's a difficult one, man. I'm going to say that Lego is lower.
It's not lower.
Oh, for goodness sake.
I've
That's
played
ridiculous.
that one.
George has played one. Let's go.
It's on the Vita. It's my
Ryan, is Batman Begins higher or lower than Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes?
Higher.
It's not.
Bugger.
George, is WWE 2K19 higher or lower than Batman Begins?
So from my small knowledge, I think it was doing all right, and then, oh no, 19's the one that crashed and burned right, and they were like, we're going to take a break.
I'm not
Or
saying
maybe
anything.
that's 20, because I don't know how the years went down. Go down.
It's not down. It's up.
Oh.
Yeah, 19 was the good one.
Yeah, 19 was
Oh.
good.
I don't get how the years work. It's not the year. It's not connected to the year it came out.
It is
It's always
now.
the year before.
but it is
No,
They
before
are
Batman,
now
yeah,
because
yeah,
they delayed it for so long.
Yeah.
It's all nonsense. Men
Yeah, I
kissing
mean,
up
the whole show's
and
nonsense. Don't worry
kissing
about it.
each other. You know, just pretend. Just don't pretend it's a fight. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, George.
Okay, Oliver, is Gears of War Judgment higher or lower than WWE 2K19?
I've never heard of this. Lower. Why not? Keep going.
No.
Sure.
You've never heard of Gears of War Judgment?
No, never.
Simon, we're back to you.
Right.
Is Gears of War higher or lower than Gears of War Judgment?
So is the original Gears of War higher or lower than Gears of War Judgment? Gears of War is higher.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Is WWE SK22 higher or lower than Gears of War?
SK?
SK.
Lower.
No, Gears of War is higher. Gears of War is higher.
2K, not SK.
I like SK.
I wrote S on the dock.
I love SK. SK is a great game.
It was done by SK.
WWE
Games.
Special K.
Gears of War is higher.
It is. Yeah. So is WWE 2K23 higher or lower than 2K22?
Yeah. Ooh, no, I'm going to say 2K22 is higher.
So you're going to say it's lower than 2K22?
Yeah. 2K22 is the higher one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Is it not? Oh, I'm surprised.
No.
There we go.
Yeah. Ryan,
Hi.
is WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 higher or lower than WWE 2K23?
2006, you said, yeah?
I mean, you weren't
A
born then, but
vintage.
try your best.
06 is the one everyone likes. But was it critically? And 2K23, because I reviewed
The problem
that,
is,
it's like-
Ryan, thinking about which game is better doesn't help.
No.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it really does. It's just a higher or lower.
Higher.
Put more thinking.
It is higher.
Oh.
Is WWE SmackDown Here Comes the Pain higher or lower than Raw 2006?
So that's another one that I think there's a lot of fan support for it now, but I'm not sure if it was so good at the time.
Comes the pain!
Thanks, Dave.
Lower.
It was higher.
Had to be. Had to be.
All right, back to George. Is Batman Arkham Knight higher or lower than SmackDown Here Comes the Pain?
Oh, I got to guess higher, but I've got no idea where Smack Down the Pain is. So, yeah.
It's higher, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Is Arkham Asylum higher or lower than Arkham Knight?
It's going to be one of those where it's lower, even though people prefer it. Lower.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be one of those where I want you to think that, and you fucking did.
Yeah, critically, Arkham Knight took a bit of a beating, all things considered, didn't it?
Yeah, especially with the PC version being fucked. When
Well,
it came
I
out.
know this because I gave it a 10, and I got heat.
It is a 10 though.
It is
you're
a
right.
10, but I got literally negative comments for about 2 years. Even after I'd left video games, people would find that review and go, "You're a
People are like,
moron."
oh, you have to drive the Batmobile.
Yeah.
You fucking Batman, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Drive it.
I do remember people not liking the Batmobile.
They did not
for
like the
sure.
Batmobile, but I did, so it was all good.
I did as well, and that cape, that was
Oh,
a good cape.
wonderful.
The way the
2
rain
years,
flicks
2
off the
years worth of
cape.
cape.
2 years. 2
Yeah,
years,
I mean, it's probably longer than 2 years on Arkham Knight, to be fair. Okay, you fucked it, didn't you? It's Oliver now.
Yeah.
Batman Arkham Asylum, is it Arkham City higher or lower than that?
Ooh, that is tough. I'm gonna say City is lower.
It's fucking not lower.
It should be, though.
It
should
should.
be.
Twisted it up.
It's Night, for me, it's Night, Asylum, City. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
order.
how I
That's
put
the
it
running
too.
order. What's your order, Simon?
People think it's Asylum City Night, innit?
Arkham City is my literally top 5 game ever. But that very much does come into the time it came out and where I was, blah blah, in my life and all that nonsense. Like it hit me at the perfect possible time, and it was just the most amazing thing ever. But I think actually in terms of mechanics, Night is much better. But I prefer City.
It is because you can punch people while they're down without doing that stupid animation that you can get kicked out.
That's true. But in terms of
we're all saying Origins is at the bottom.
It is. Yeah. It's true. It is.
Ollie, I'm sorry. This is why it's
I don't
not
think
in the
it's
collection.
good. I don't think
this is why it's not in the collection.
That's the end of that round and the end of the show. So do you want me to read out the scores?
I would like you to read out the scores. Yeah.
Okay. So George is last with 7 points.
Woo! That's my first time I ever lost.
Yep, well, get used to it.
I'm not coming on a wrestling show again, so...
Oliver is next with 8 points. And at number 1, we've got Simon Miller with 12 points, followed by Ryan with 11.
I had to do myself proud. Otherwise, what else do I have? So thank goodness for that.
I mean, you missed out on the bump from the first question as well. Usually, if the guest tricks them, you get 3 points there, whereas they only get 1 if they win. So
that's true. Yeah. If only I was a better liar.
Exactly.
The main thing is that Ryan can stop it now.
Look, it's fine. It's just the first on a path of many. John Cena's a 16-time world champion. That means he's also lost it 16 times, but he's still the greatest of all time. This is the start of a legacy.
He's been in 32.
Simon, will you be nasty to Ryan now, please?
I feel like everyone else has been nasty enough, to be honest. But,
He's too nice.
But Ryan,
let's get people who are horrible.
I will say, Ryan, that what you just said was quite embarrassing. There's no two ways about it. So,
Simon, would you like to give us an acceptance speech? And have you got anything to plug?
I absolutely would. I would just like to say, thank goodness, in a contest all about my 3 favorite things, I did come out on top because, my gosh, what kind of how would I ever show my face again when I go to the yearly Gears of War convention, which is a really cool thing to do. No, I thank you very much for having me on. And mostly, if you want to check out my stuff, you just go to WhatCulture Wrestling on YouTube, search my name, Simon Miller, on YouTube. And very, very sadly, given that I did not know what the future held, if you go to social media and search for Simon Miller 316, you will also find me. And if somehow Simon Miller from 2007 is watching this, get rid of the 316 from your name. It's going to come back to haunt you in around about 13 years' time. So, yeah.
Lovely. Thanks for coming on, Simon.
No, my pleasure. Lovely seeing you all, guys. And genuinely, it's a very, very fun show. So thank you for having me a part of it.